how to stay centered. I mean, that's pretty much what we were doing in myofascial release, right? We're learning how to connect to the body and how to promote a positive mindset and so much more. But realizing that we can actually affect that. And when I fell on the cycling accident 2 years ago, I really used these principles. I also used the principles of cold water exposure, right? Because I've used that the last 3 years as well. Thank God for that. When you look at this skull, what happened to me when I landed, this bone right here with all these teeth in it, this bone I hit right here on the concrete. This bone was smashed inward toward the center of my head so that this front right tooth was directly behind my left front tooth. And so that meant this whole entire bone, right, was pressed behind there. Well, along with that, look at everything else, okay? So what else is here? We have all these cranial bones. This is called the mandible. It is the jawbone. And the TMJ goes from one side to the other, temporomandibular joint. And so when you smash this, where this joint connects, it's going to throw it all off, right? So when I landed, I kind of lost my consciousness, I believe, there for a moment, because part of it, I don't really know what happened. The next thing I know, I'm waking up on the ground and I can't breathe. The wind was knocked out of me pretty significantly. So I was like, I couldn't let air in or out for a while, and I thought, okay, well, this is what it feels like when you crush your face on the ground, which is basically what I would say to myself when I would get in the ice cold water, right, all winter, okay, this is what ice water feels like, and my body can handle it, I'm okay. And then I would go into this calming state, and I would be okay. I would connect in with my body, kind of do an assessment of how everything was doing, and then I would tell my body kind of that I was okay. That's what I did when I crashed my face on the ground. And I truly believe that my mindset of guiding my face to do what I know I needed it to do is mostly what helped me. I mean, yes, I knew what to do with my hands, but it was this, I didn't let myself freak out. I mean, I felt what was going on, but I thought to myself, this is what this feels like. Okay, the power that smashed into my face moved my bone. Well, I know I can move that back. And I just believed it from a place deep in my heart, and then I just kept working. So, of course, I went to put my hands in my mouth. I couldn't open my mouth because this was all skewed. And then I immediately started to work on my jaw, enough to move the jaw over enough so that I could put my fingers in my mouth and start working. And of course, over the next half an hour, the emergency came, they took me to the ER and the ambulance and on and on. And during that time when I was in the ER, I was able to actually heard and felt a pop of that bone going back. So I was gradually feeling my tooth move over, and then it kind of got here and then pop, and it hurt like crazy. I screamed. The nurse thought she pulled my hair. It was kind of funny. I wasn't telling them what I was doing. God only knows what they thought I was doing. And it was amazing. Well, right after that, about, 3 to 5 minutes, I had a seizure. So they are, of course, freaking out because, oh my God, here's this woman who had a head trauma. She's having a seizure. They're taking me to the CT scan. I woke up from the seizure because I thought I just passed out. I'm like, oh no, honey, you didn't pass out, you had a seizure. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And then I'm kind of thinking, wow, well, that makes sense because what's in here, right? All the stuff in your brain, it was jolted big time. And then I moved it back so it was jolted again. So yeah, like everything kind of went wonky for a minute and kind of needed a reboot. And I believe that's what the seizure was. Of course, they life flighted me again. So twice in my life I've been life flighted for, emergency reasons. And ended up being okay after watching me for 24 hours and doing more testing and everything else. And I'm like, look, I got to get out of here. At least it gave me time to continue to work on myself. So what I truly believe is that our mindset and our thoughts create frequency and energy that is our consciousness, which flows through the fascia of our body, connecting every single cell. And it is absolutely pliable and responds to command central, which is what we decide in our conscious mind to create to a point. I mean, some things, of course, we can't do, but a lot we can. And if we allow ourselves to go down this like, oh no, scary, expecting the worst type mindset, the body doesn't know any different but to follow that. So this is what I've been spending a lot of time learning about and practicing in the work that I do, but especially in the work that I do in my own body. And my experience with self-treatment and self-care since that accident, and especially over the last 3 years in general, has really catapulted. And I want to be able to share that with you and other people, because I do believe that many people are not experiencing the life that they would like to because they're physically limited. And it doesn't need to be that way, but it's just that we don't know. In medicine, we're not aware of this. It's just coming out. More and more you'll be seeing about it, and I want to be able to share that with you.